Welcome to the World Cup Report, a podcast covering the Blood Bowl World Cup in Dornbirn, Austria, October 2019, with your hosts Drew and Steve.
Welcome to episode 54 of the World Cup Report. My name is Drew, sometimes the silkiest, smoothest ginger, when I have a chance to shave. And with me, as always, is Steve the Kilowog. How's it going, Steve?
It is going pretty well, sir. How about you?
Oh, I am not jet-lagged at all.
You are a liar because I am messed up. I had no problem in Europe. Now that I'm back, my body just is going into shutdown mode.
Yeah, it's been weird. I always thought that it was always on the way over, is when you hit the jet lag, and on the way back it's supposed to be easier.
Yeah.
I'm finding it the opposite to be the truth, at least for me right now.
I think
on the way over it wasn't that bad, but now it's just kicking me around.
Yeah, I had no problem going over, but like you said, I think it was just because I was so excited to be there and was full of energy to go see the new stuff and everything. And now my body is just, okay, we're done with that. Go to bed. But I've been in bed all day. Yeah. Go to bed. Shut up.
Yeah. Stop working and stop using your brain and body and just sleep.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we're back. We're like Frodo and Samwise. We've gone there and back again, man.
That is true. And we did not ride a giant tree. Was that Perry and Mary and Barry and...
That was Mary and Perry.
Mary and Barry?
Yes, Marion Barry of Washington, D.C. fame.
Okay.
Rode something.
Yeah, that's true.
Peregrine took and Merriweather.
Oh, okay. But yes, we had an amazing freaking time. Met a ton of people, a lot of people who actually listen to this podcast, so we want to give a shout out to each one of those individually, but we do not remember names well, so collectively we thank all of you.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for putting up with us and listening to us, despite the bad advice, apparently, that I and Steve give all of the time.
I don't know. I mean, spoiler alert for later. No spoilers, but someone who thought we might have given bad advice and written about it may have finished below we did. So, just saying that.
Boom, mic drop.
Just
Suck
saying,
MC.
you
don't want to step to me.
Nope.
No, indeed. Yeah, it was a blast, man. So basically, just to let you guys know a little bit about what we're gonna talk about over the next couple of weeks,
or months,
or months, depending. We're gonna
years.
So before, probably not years. I hope not. I mean, as much as I enjoy talking, I feel like talking for the sake of talking sometimes is just not right.
Well, no.
But what we'll be talking about over the next few months will be sort of walking through our tournaments, talking about our matches, have our squad mates on to talk about their matches, talk a little bit about how our squad finished, what the overall top placement teams squads carried it for their rosters, review their rosters, do a little bit of conversation that way.
We have to go over all the bets. See how good we did there.
Yep, true. We need to talk about that. See how much money Steve owes me.
And then
maybe do an interview or two, just to sort of put a nice little cherry on the top.
Yeah, Drew and Chance were nice enough to bribe Torsten with a bottle of, Kentucky bourbon?
No, it was Templeton Rye from Iowa here. Very big, very popular during Prohibition.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's bribed him already, and he said he would come on. Obviously, we're giving him plenty of time to recover because that takes a long time to recover from.
The amount of effort and work, I'm going to say right now, regardless of any of the other issues that may or may not have happened during the actual tournament itself, you have to give Torsten and his team all of the credit in the world for organizing and putting together what ended up being a very successful event, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, I don't know the exact. My brain is mush right now, so I don't remember the exact phrase. But essentially, you don't judge someone by their faults, but how they recover from it. And
Yep.
There were faults. Things went wrong. You can't control everything, but we ended pretty much on time. We got all the games in, and everyone still had a blast. So that's successful to me.
Yep, and people were crowned the people were crowned the winners. There were, like, not to bury the lead or anything. There were some technical issues on day one that sort of caused a slow start. A lot of idle time on that Friday, but Saturday everybody pushed through, made it up, and then by Sunday, by the end of the but by the end of the tournament, there was a very positive vibe in the world. Everybody had a very good energy. It felt like at the very end,
Yeah.
people were laughing and joking. Tons of people went up to Torsten at the end of it, because so did we, to give him his booze because he needed something. But like, tons of people thanking the organizers just for putting together a heck of a tournament.
Yeah, and I would have thanked more of the organizers. It's just I don't really know them, so
Yep.
I thanked the ones I knew, and anyone else who is listening, if you had any role to play in this, did a great job. Things were a blast, and maybe next time, just let us know that all of Austria closes on Sunday. Period.
Or by 7:30, like 90% of Austria is done by like 8 o'clock at night,
And on
even
a
during the week.
Yeah, and on a Sunday, just everything.
Nothing.
The shopping mall was closed.
Yeah,
I think Burger King was closed.
I think the Burger
stores
King may have been open, but they had limited store hours. Like, they didn't open until like 11.
Oh, okay. Was that what it was?
It was like 11 to 6 or something like that.
Yeah, we almost got kidnapped by that shopping mall, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is a very large market for sexy gingers.
And the fact that
I'm just
there's
saying.
a way in, but there's no way out.
Well, yeah, it's like Hotel California, except in Austria.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Yeah, there were lots of cool things that we're going to cover over the next few weeks. Obviously, we need to talk a little bit, because both Steve and I have never been overseas before in a cognizant capacity.
Correct.
I'm sure you were born overseas, but I don't think you remember too much of it.
No, I left Spain when I was 6 weeks old, so didn't have a whole bunch of time to really soak in the atmosphere, per se.
Okay. So definitely, this time around, being able to walk and remember things, we want to sort of talk a little bit more about that as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so much. It's 2 weeks, but it doesn't feel like we spent 2 weeks there.
Yeah, it alternately feels like we spent about 3 days there and 2 months. Because
Yep.
we packed a lot of stuff in, but there's just no way we could see everything.
Good Lord, no. I mean, Rome itself, when we went there, that was just
Yeah.
so much to see, and there's just not enough hours in the day.
No. I mean, we went to the Colosseum, obviously, but we really could have spent about a week at the Colosseum and still not seen everything.
That is a true statement, my friend.
It was amazing.
What's amazing?
And I got a hat.
And oh my God,
Everybody loves
you
the hat.
did get a hat. Everybody loves. Are you wearing the hat right now?
I am not. I have headphones on, so I only wear the hat to sleep currently.
Nice. See, now you're a fashionable man of the world, Steve.
I actually used it to good effect when coming home. Hess was in the customs line further back than I was, and I waved the hat at him, and he could see me.
Oh, very clever. See, World Traveler Tip 101.
Always wear a hat, and always bring a towel.
Yep, which we didn't really follow that second rule.
No, but we have Google. That's almost as good as a Babelfish.
It is almost as good as Babelfish.
We're kind of meandering off any sort of topic that we were going for. Did we already state that we were going to basically be doing every 2 weeks now?
I think that we did. Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to switch over mainly because we don't have a pressing deadline of having to get out, get overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So we can take a little bit more of a relaxed approach to this and just go from there.
And really, I mean, we enjoy doing this. We're very thankful for everyone who came up or messaged or, sent an email or anything and told us how much you enjoyed this, because really, it was just kind of for us to get excited about the trip, and we're glad it got others excited as well.
It was, yeah, I mean, it was an amazing experience. I would recommend for the next World Cup, wherever that may end up being, everybody out there, seriously consider starting to save right now so you can attend, because,
Yeah.
Even if they get 1,000 people, compared to the 1,400 that showed up here, I mean, it's going to be a heck of a party.
Yeah, anything more than this might be too many people, just depending on where it is. Because this was still a lot of people. I mean, this was a lot of people. But yes, you have 4 years, 3.5 years, let's call it that, because you got to buy stuff in advance. Just start putting away as much money as you can every month. Start selling some of your models that you're never going to paint. Start painting other people's models for money. And just put it away. Just put it away for 4 years from now.
Yeah. Oh, man. And we got to talk about the teams that we saw. I mean, there were just beautiful teams all over the place. There's a lot of talented coaches out there who know how to paint.
Yeah. Yeah, and sculpt and diorama and everything. There's so much to get into. We have really no idea where to start. So we should probably just end and then figure that out, and we'll come back in a couple weeks.
Yep, we will do so. I think that is a solid plan, Steve. So let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, everybody, we will be back in 2 weeks with some type of episode. Again, we do really appreciate you listening, and we will be striving to bring you quality content for as long as we can.
As long as, assuming that we get over our jet lag.
Yeah, pretty much. And if we haven't in 2 weeks, there's a big problem. But we'll let you know.
All right, thanks.
Thank you for listening to the World Cup Report, a joint podcast from 3Die Blog and Both Down. For more information, check out World Cup Report Blood Bowl on Facebook, WC Report BB on Twitter, or email them at worldcupreportbb@gmail.com.